Hello and welcome to Learn with Ritu. I am Ritu. I hope you're doing great, you're taking care of yourselves, you're having fun, and you're learning and reading. If you're new here, let me tell you, I read a lot of great stories. And if you know me, then you know we are here for yet another wonderful story. Let's see which story are we going to read today. Snow Pony and the 7 Miniature Ponies. Written by Christian Trimmer. Illustrated by Jesse Seamer. Once upon a time, there was a pony who had a coat as white as snow and a mane as black as ebony. As you can see, the combination was quite spectacular. Her name was Snow Pony. Children came from far and wide to see Snow Pony. Not only was she pretty and sweet, but she was also exceptionally good at braiding hair and line dancing. All the children loved Snow Pony, and she loved them all in return. That's not entirely true. She didn't particularly like this one. As long as we are being honest, Snow Pony did have a favorite. Charmaine lived in the house on the farm, and besides being gentle and kind, she had a lovely singing voice. Along with Charmaine's dog Hunter, don't be fooled by his name. The only thing Hunter hunted was belly rubs. Snow Pony and Charmaine would put on shows for the visiting children. To be fair, there was one animal who did not like Snow Pony. Her name was Queenie, and she was jealous of all the attention Snow Pony received. Queenie had special talents of her own, or so she claimed, and was eager to show them off. But she knew she would never have the chance unless she got rid of Snow Pony. The opportunity presented itself one day when the gate was mistakenly left unlocked. One by one, Snow Pony ate the apples Queenie had placed in a trail that led deep into the forest. Before long, Snow Pony was completely and utterly lost. She was also grumpy, agitated, irritable, and ill-tempered, all consequences of eating too many apples. Slowly, Snow Pony began to realize that she had been tricked. The sun was beginning to set, and the forest became darker and darker. Snow Pony was scared. How will I ever find my way home? She wondered. Thankfully, just then, she stumbled into a clearing and found herself at the entrance of a stable of modest stature. There she discovered 7 bales of hay, 7 troughs, 7 carrots, and 7 stalls. Usually, Snow Pony would have noticed such an important detail, maybe even connected it to a story about a princess and some dwarves Charmaine had once told her. But at that moment, Snow Pony discovered a cabinet full of sugar cubes. I'll have just one, she thought. Feeling safe and warm, Snow Pony settled down in the 7th stall and was almost immediately asleep. Not long after, the owners of the stable returned home. They were 7 miniature ponies, who, aside from being adorable, were also very observant. Someone has been nibbling at my hay. Someone has been drinking from my trough. Someone has taken a bite from my carrot. Someone has eaten 1, 2, 3, 77 sugar cubes. Someone has been sleeping in my stall, and she still is. And right on top of my favorite blankie. The miniature ponies had never seen a pony so beautiful or large. They agreed to let her sleep. The next morning, Snow Pony awakened to the sight of 7 pairs of eyes watching her. "Oh my," she said. "Do not be alarmed," said one of the miniature ponies. "You are safe here. What is your name?" "Snow Pony," said Snow Pony. She told them how she had ended up lost in the forest. "That Queenie sounds like a piece of work," said one of the miniature ponies. "You are welcome to stay as long as you want." The miniature ponies explained how they each contributed to the success of their stable. "I gather water. I take care of the bees. I am tax attorney. I collect honey. I tend the herb garden. I grow the carrots, and I keep the sugar cabinet stocked. I've got my eye on you." Snow Pony thought about her duties back on the farm and smiled. "I can help too." Day after day, the miniature ponies left for their jobs. And night after night, they returned for evenings packed with dancing and braiding. The miniature ponies had never been happier. Snow Pony, too, was happy to have so many new friends. But none of the miniature ponies could hit the high notes like Charmaine. Back at Snow Pony's stable, the children had never been less happy. Queenie had taken Snow Pony's place, and the kids found her talents a bit wanting. Charmaine shook her head. "This isn't good. Boy, we need to find Snow Pony." "I'm in full agreement," replied Hunter. "Let us depart at once. With my keen eyes and sense of smell, we are sure to find her in no time. And what a sight for sore eyes she will be! Oh yes, a joyful reunion we shall have." Of course, what Charmaine heard was bark, bark. Still, she recognized something in the dog's eyes. So the two raced off into the forest. At that very same moment, Snow Pony made a decision. "Dear miniature ponies," she said, "I must return home. You have been wonderful friends, but I miss the children, especially Charmaine." The miniature ponies were devastated. "Please don't go. You have brought so much joy into this house," said one. "My mane has never looked better," cried another. "I'm so close to learning the electric slide," shouted a third. Snow Pony looked into their sad, adorable eyes. "What if you came with me? There's plenty of room on the farm. Charmaine and I could work you into our act." The miniature ponies considered her very tempting offer. "But what about our stable here?" asked the miniature pony, who was also the tax attorney. "Well," replied Snow Pony, "you could always use it as a weekend home, and maybe you could rent it for short periods of time to miniature ponies visiting the area who are looking for something more cozy than a hotel. I heard that's very popular these days. The tax attorney's eyes lit up. It's settled then. We will join Snow Pony on her return home. With that, Snow Pony and the 7 miniature ponies ventured into the thick forest. Branches grabbed at Snow Pony's mane, and briars snagged at her ankles. The miniature ponies, who had never traveled this far, were faring even worse. The group stopped to rest. I will run ahead to see what I can learn, offered the miniature pony who took care of the bees. Just a few minutes later, he came speeding back. We must hide! I have seen a hairless monster who walks on 2 legs and a slobbery beast with sharp fangs. Snow Pony and the miniature pony scrambled to get out of sight. Snow Pony's heart was pounding. The rustle of leaves and the snap of twigs announced the arrival of the monster and the beast. The beast began to bark, and the monster was singing. The sounds were terrifying and familiar. Wait a second, Snow Pony thought. She peeked out from her hiding spot. Could it be? It was her beloved Charmaine and Hunter. She raced to her friends, and the 3 of them embraced. Snow Pony, said Charmaine, I thought I'd never see you again. Why did you leave us? My dear Charmaine, I would never willingly leave you. I was tricked by that mean old Queenie. She lured me out of the stable and deep into the woods. I became so lost and so scared. But I thought of you every day, and I dreamed of this very moment. Of course, all Charmaine heard was, Nay! You can come out, Snow Pony called to the miniature ponies. This is Charmaine and Hunter, a child and a dog, not a monster and a beast. You guys really need to get out more. One by one, the 7 miniature ponies revealed themselves. My goodness, exclaimed Charmaine. You've brought some friends. Charmaine, Snow Pony, and Hunter happily returned home with the miniature ponies in tow. From that day forward, life on the farm was better and busier than ever. Children came from even farther and wider to see the pony with a coat as white as snow and a mane as black as ebony perform alongside her best friend and 7 miniature ponies. Snow Pony loved all the children just as they loved her. Well, except this one. And what happened to Queenie, you ask? She was put to good use. Glue. See how Queenie and all the children are making posters for the Snow Pony show? That's the end. So what did we learn from this story? We learned that all of us are unique. We all have some talent. It might be different from each other, but we should never think bad about anyone, and we should never try to get anyone in trouble. Right? So I hope you enjoyed reading with me. And until I see you next time, it's Ritu signing off. Bye. Thank you for watching.